It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Cotton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Cotton. He's going to loft one. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 81 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. All day, baby, all day. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Watch the play.
Back to throw. Fields looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 56 is the Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Check 56. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Looking to throw. Cotton going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, Fields binds, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Cliff Kingsbury here on 4th down, trots out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Cotton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Cotton's pass intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Cotton. And that is incomplete.
Cotton's pass intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. After one, a 14-3 ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check the backer, check the backer.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Flush to it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And that will set them up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. And he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Cotton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down, Cotton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Cotton. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Throwing on first down. Cotton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Mike 42, Mike. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Operating from the gun. Cotton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Looking to throw. Fields. This one caught by Isabella. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight left.
Back to throw. Cotton looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Looking to throw. Cotton. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again. Cotton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On first down, Cotton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly seconded. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. There he goes left side, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On third down, Cotton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
You ain't going nowhere.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 47 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Cotton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Cotton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, for one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time. He used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So second and inches after that first down completion. We're just shy of the marker. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll buy some time right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
58, Packers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. From the gun, Cotton. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Cotton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. To throw on 3rd down, Fields. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Arizona, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.